aspect of this concept is that the idea that some puzzles may be too difficult to solve in the moment, and that players may need to surrender in order to avoid losing too much ground. However, it's important to remember that all puzzles have an answer, and that the players should not give up too easily. Another important aspect of the puzzle is the ability to play cards in a way that present a harder puzzle for your opponents to solve. This can be done by understanding the types of cards that are needed to solve certain problems, even if you don't know the specific card by name. This helps players to prepare for what their opponent might play next and to make more informed decisions. And as the game progresses, the puzzles become more complicated due to the mana system in the games like Skyweaver, Hearthstone, Legends of Runeterra, etc. And each card game has its own unique set of puzzles to solve. However, it's important to remember that just because you couldn't solve a puzzle at one point, it doesn't mean it's unsolvable. Players should always be thinking about the most optimized way to solve a puzzle, while also leaving a similar level of difficulty for their opponent to solve. Another concept related to the puzzle is the idea of a looping puzzle. This refers to the certain archetypes of decks that can create a repeating, increasingly difficult puzzle to deal with. An example of this is the Mech Shroom archetype in Skyweaver, which has many different forms that it likes to appear in, making it a challenging puzzle for opponents. Players who can master the concept of the looping puzzle will have a significant advantage in the game, as it will be able to anticipate and adapt to the changing challenges presented by their opponent. In order to be successful, players must have a deep understanding of the game and its mechanics, as well as the ability to think strategically and make informed decisions. As you become more familiar with the game and specific characters, you begin to understand what each character is capable of and prevent certain puzzles from occurring. Remember, this is the first fundamental of the Way of Koy, and that there are other fundamentals that will be covered in future videos. Remember that games are meant to be fun, not stressful. Improvement is a process, and it takes time. So if you have trouble getting these concepts going and applying them at first, it takes time. You have to learn the game. You have to be patient with yourself. And it's important to remember to learn to detach emotion from outcomes. There's always another puzzle to solve, and you can always improve and get better. Stay cool.